What's up, Weslaco? KWES TV bringing you a brand new segment to make sure you stay informed. This week we're focusing on fire prevention, and from the Weslaco Fire Marshal's office we have Mr. Jesse Valderas. Jesse, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am.
And you guys are always talking about fire prevention and how it's very important. Why is it very important?
Well, fire prevention is very important because in any emergency we want to try and prevent it from happening. So that's why we come out and we talk to the kids. We try and talk to the parents as well on different issues dealing with fire prevention. Because one of the biggest things is we can't necessarily go into the person's home and tell them to be fire safe or anything like that. So we try and inform them here because this is one of the only ways we can kind of get into their home.
And you guys do this every year, like you mentioned, and every year you focus on a certain topic, correct?
That's correct.
What is the topic this?
Nationally, this topic, we're kind of going with everybody, right? And the national topic of discussion is smoke alarms. Smoke alarms are very important in the home.
And just to give us some specific information about smoke alarms, where should we put smoke alarms in our homes? What areas, what rooms?
Smoke alarms are recommended to be, if you can have minimum of one smoke alarm, they're not very expensive, but if minimum one smoke alarm, put it in the hallway where people are sleeping, anywhere where they're sleeping. If you can, we recommend to put one in every area where people are asleep. We don't recommend them to be in the kitchen for the reason being that there's always a small amount of smoke and they can be accidentally activated. They do become a nuisance, of course, if they're constantly going off. So people tend to remove the battery from them and they don't replace it because they get busy doing other stuff, which is understandable. But then that smoke alarm is there as a false sense of security. So we try and get away we inform the public to try and not do that in the kitchen.
And once you put them up, it's not like they last forever, right? When do we replace them? How often?
Well, I recommend to go with the manufacturer, of course, but 10 years is pretty much the life of a smoke alarm. Now, 10 years is not from the time that you purchase it or you get it. It's 10 years from the manufacturer date on the back of the device. The most thing that needs to be replaced on the fire alarm, of course, is the battery. The battery we recommend to be replaced twice a year. When you change your clock, like here in fall is coming up, change the battery in your smoke alarms. And then change it again in spring, of course, but at minimum once a year.
And there's a way to test them, right? Just to make sure that they're working?
Yes, on the smoke alarm, they're, of course, all smoke alarms are manufactured differently, but they all have a test button. They should be tested once a month at minimum, preferably with the whole family around so they know what it sounds like. You can get the kids used to it because studies have shown that kids don't wake up to certain smoke alarms. Now, there is smoke alarms out on the market now that parents can record their voice onto them. And those same studies showed that those particular smoke alarms, of course they're more expensive, have a better response rate from the kids waking up because they're actually hearing their parents' voice as opposed to just a beep.
Wow, very up to date, huh?
Yes.
And you guys serve the community of Weslaco. What is a phone number that they could call for emergencies or your department? What would they call? Who would they call?
If they have any questions on fire prevention, they can call our office, of course. Our number is 447-1990.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us and for educating our students. For What's Up Weslaco, I'm Heather Arevalo.